The following video is body cam footage from police in South Yorkshire, England, showing Azam interacting with Damien Bendall. Bendall had called the police to report an incident. Upon their arrival, officers noticed blood on Bendall's hands and asked if he had injured himself. Bendall admitted that he had, saying he stabbed himself in the chest and stomach. What happens next is highly disturbing.
I don't know what happened. Alright, come to me. Mate, have you got anything on you that you shouldn't have? No, there's no weapons or nothing. Right.
Right, do you just want to undo your coat? Have you armed yourself?
Yeah.
You have?
Have you stabbed yourself, mate?
I can see blood on your hands.
Yeah. Anywhere else?
Just my chest, 4 inches in with a bread knife.
Can we have a look?
Yeah, and one on the stomach. I bled quite.
Right, do you want to
Yes. Can we go down this?
No, just stay there.
I just don't want to be in front of her.
Alright, just go around the corner. Alright, stand here. Stay here.
Right,
so,
we're told, I know what's going to happen to you now, mate.
Well, I know what's going to happen to go to prison again.
Wow, have you done something to anyone else?
Yeah.
What have you done?
I've murdered 4 people.
I'm compliant, but he's got some stab wounds to his chest. They're not oozing blood, but he's saying that his family are inside and that he believes he has murdered them. Are you alright for me to go in? Damien, it's 07:47 hours. I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. Do not mention when questioned something later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Your arrest is necessary to protect you from harm, to prevent your disappearance, for a prompt and effective investigation.
Though initially uncertain, the police entered the house to investigate further and discovered the bodies of Terry Harris, John Paul Lacey Bennett, and Connie Gant. The officer wearing the body cam can be heard breathing heavily after seeing the scene inside the house, a completely understandable response given the circumstances. Damien Bendall has since been sentenced to life in prison for his horrific actions. In her dimly lit room, the girl feels a wave of unease as she senses an unseen presence watching her. Determined to capture evidence of the paranormal activity plaguing her, she grabs her camera and starts recording. Without her knowledge, while she concentrates on the eerie atmosphere, a strange figure appears on the couch behind her.
I upcycled, and I swear that sometimes you can see stuff in the background of the mirror that isn't actually there in real life. So I'm just gonna do a couple back and forths, but I'm curious to see if anyone sees anything that maybe I didn't catch. So here we go. There's the mirror. Okay, so that's the background. Once again, my apartment. What, did you hear that?
Completely unaware of the sinister entity lurking just out of her sight, she continues to document her harrowing experience, oblivious to the chilling truth reflected back at her. The incident initially appeared to be a routine rush-hour traffic accident on the streets of London, but it quickly turned terrifying as Joshua Gardner, 18, attacked a car with a zombie knife. The footage showed Gardner, then 17, repeatedly battering the vehicle, smashing a window and thrusting the weapon inside. The driver, age 19, managed to escape on foot. Gardner, from Thornton Heath, was carrying a banned weapon designed to glamorize violence. He pleaded guilty to affray and possession of an offensive weapon and was found guilty of attempting to cause GBH with intent. The attack occurred in May during rush hour, leaving bystanders horrified. Despite his previous kidnapping ordeal, which the judge acknowledged, Gardner was sentenced to wear an electronic tag and perform community service to prevent future incidents. A homeless man is being celebrated as a hero after he bravely climbed a 3-story building engulfed in flames to rescue 25 dogs stranded on the roof. The fire started at a recycling plant in Gomorrah, Lima, and spread to a nearby residential building on Friday. Sebastian Arias, a Colombian national, recounted to Latina television that he was on his way back to his shelter near a bridge, thinking about his recently deceased wife, who had just discovered she was pregnant.
¡Qué loco! ¡Es un héroe!
They noticed the burning building and the dogs in peril. Video footage of the daring rescue captures Arias sliding across the balcony railing of a third-floor apartment and breaking a window as onlookers cheered him on. He climbed onto the window ledge and made his way to the roof, where the last of the 25 dogs were trying to escape the thick smoke. Arias maneuvered to the corner of the building, seized one of the dogs perched on top of a column, and safely tossed it down to the waiting crowd below. Despite a ladder set up by one of the 8 fire department units battling the blaze to reach the second-floor balcony, Arias opted to jump to the ground instead. Arias, who owns 3 dogs himself, expressed that his deep love for his pets and his aversion to the thought of them perishing in the fire compelled him to risk his life, despite his fear of heights, to save the trapped dogs. On May 6, 2024, Birdsville, Oklahoma experienced a devastating tornado rated preliminarily as F4. The tornado wreaked havoc as debris flew through the air, and tornado sirens echoed in the distance. Unfortunately, the Hampton Inn Hotel was directly in the tornado's path, though fortunately guests were alerted beforehand. The tornado struck the hotel with extreme force. Causing power outages and debris impacts on the building. The entire experience was harrowing, further emphasized by additional footage capturing a tornado in Barnsdall. The video showed the tornado illuminated by flashes of lightning, creating an eerie and unsettling scene. The next video, recorded at a construction site, depicts 2 men observing their crane in action. Though the exact location and time of recording are unclear, the video was initially shared on Telegram by a source from Kazakhstan, suggesting it may have originated there. In the footage, the men watch as the crane begins its operation. Suddenly, the crane starts to bend and then collapses. The structure falls perilously close to one of the men, almost hitting him directly. Miraculously, he manages to escape as the crane overturns exactly where he had been standing moments before. Had the man stayed in place and continued watching as he initially did, the situation could have turned tragic. Thankfully, his quick reaction allowed him to evade danger just in time.